Hello students, I am your science teacher Suchitra Miss. Okay, so we have started our first lesson, that is natural resources. Okay, air, water and land. So as we know that natural resources means the things which we get from nature and which are useful for us in our day to day life. So we have studied about the we are studying about air. Okay, so in the last session we have studied composition of air. So air contain various types of gases that you have studied. Then there are dust particles and water vapors that we have studied in the last session. So today we will study the next page, your textbook page. So you can see there are three pictures. Okay, so there is a question, observe and discuss. What is the similarity in the three pictures below? Okay, so first picture is about the smoke coming out of the industry. Then second picture is of a vehicle, four-wheeler is giving out smoke, and third one is forest fire, sorry. Okay, so let us see. All the above pictures show large scale emission of smoke through the different agencies. So you can see that a lot of smoke is coming out. Emission means coming out. So a lot of smoke is coming out all through all three different sources. Agencies means three sources. This smoke directly mixes with the atmosphere, disturbing the balance between the constituents of air, and this is called as air pollution. So when something harmful mixes with natural resources or in the environment, that is called as pollution. Okay, so here in this case various harmful gases are mixing in the air, and this is called as the air pollution. So this is harmful. Air pollution is harmful to all the living beings or all organisms. Harmful gases are given out through combustion of fuels in vehicles and in big industries, and also through incomplete combustion of the fuels like wood and coal. So as we know that fuel means something which we burn and which gives the energy. For example, diesel, petrol, then wood, coal, all these are the fuels. When we burn them, they gives out energy. Okay, so but at the same time they gives out some harmful gases also, which are harmful to plants as well as animals. Okay, so when we burn any kind of pollution, for example, for our vehicles we use diesel, petrol, so at that time when it burns, it gives out various gases. Or when we burn coal or wood for getting heat or any kind of energy, at that time also various gases are given out, and this causes air pollution. As a result, air pollution is increasing day by day. So all of you know that in our surrounding also you can see many vehicles on the road, and constantly these vehicles giving out various harmful gases, and these gases are causing air pollution, which is harmful to animals as well as plants. So here they have given the list: harmful substances released in air through combustion of fuels. Combustion means burning. So when we burn fuels like diesel, petrol, coal, wood, they give harmful substances or gases like first one, nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and soot means smoke and some dust particles. Okay, so that is called as soot. So here some gases, these are the gases which are producing when any fuel burn, and which are harmful to plant and animals. Okay, so in the exam there will be a question, what is air pollution? So what will be the answer? When smoke mixes with atmosphere, disturbing the balance between the constituents of air, this is called as air pollution. Okay, and which gases are given out? Nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and soots. Okay, so or there will be a question, write a short note on air pollution. So what points you are supposed to write? First one, there are you have to write the definition of air pollution. Then from which sources air pollution take place? From industries. Smoke is given out by industries. Smoke is given out by vehicles, or when there is a forest fire. At that time, harmful gases are given out which causes air pollution. Then which gases are given out? Nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide. So in this way you have to write the answer. Then next one is ozone layer. So ozone is a gas, just like another gases. It is also one of the gas, and it is not directly useful to us, but it forms a layer in the atmosphere, and due to this layer the harmful rays, which are called as the ultraviolet rays of the sun, they are filtered by this layer and they cannot reach to earth. And because these ultraviolet rays are very harmful, they cause various diseases to us. So these layers are prevented due to this ozone gas or this ozone layer, and we get protected from ultraviolet rays of the sun. Okay, so let us see ozone layer, the protective shell. So there is a layer of ozone. The chemical formula of this ozone gas is O3. That's why O3 is written in the bracket. Okay, there is a layer of ozone gas in the lower part of the stratosphere. Ozone gas is not directly useful for the survival of living things, means we can survive without ozone gas, yet it is very important for living things to have this layer of ozone at a high altitude around the earth. So why it is important? Though it is not useful directly, the ultraviolet rays coming from the sun are very harmful for living things. The ozone gas absorbs these rays. So what is the function or use of this ozone layer? It absorbs these harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun, and as a result life on the earth is protected. So life on the earth means plants and animals get protected by this ozone layer from the ultraviolet rays. The ozone layer is destroyed if chemical gases like carbon tetrachloride or the chlorofluorocarbons used in air conditioner and refrigerators mix with the air. So these are the chemicals like carbon tetrachloride or chlorofluorocarbon which are emitted when we use air conditioner and refrigerator. Now eco-friendly air conditioners and refrigerators are available in the market, but previously this kind of air conditioner and refrigerator gives out these chemical gases and which destroy the ozone layer, which are making holes in the ozone layer, and due to this the ultraviolet rays can reach to the earth or toward the living beings, and which causes harmful disease like skin cancer in human beings due to ultraviolet. If there is exposure of ultraviolet rays, skin cancer will be there. Okay, so it is very important to protect this ozone layer so that ultraviolet rays of sun will not reach to us and we will get protected from these harmful ultraviolet rays. The next one, the 16th of September is celebrated as Ozone Protection Day all over the world to make everyone aware of the importance of ozone. So this is 16th of September, we observe Ozone Protection Day, so that people will come to know that how ozone gas is important and how it is getting destroyed due to various chemicals, and so why we have to protect it. So now all over the world scientists are trying to make the people aware that ozone is very important, and we should not emit the chemicals which destroy this ozone layer. Okay, then do you know in metropolitan cities, metropolitan means cities like Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Delhi, all these are metropolitan cities. Like Mumbai, Pune or Nagpur, boards are displayed at places of heavy traffic to show the proportion of various constituents of air at the places. Due to these boards, we can see the amount of harmful elements in the air. So you must have seen in our Pune city also, these kind of boards are displayed. For example, in near Dalka Talkies, such type of board is there. So at various places near Simla office also, there are such display board, digital boards are there, and on these boards constantly the proportion of various gases in the air like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide is shown, so that people come to know that the air around them is containing which type of gases and their proportion. Okay, so here also they have shown such one board, so that people come to know the proportion of gases in there. Then use your brain power. What would have happened if there were no air on the earth? So as we know that earth is the only planet on which there is a air. Due to air there are living beings. So air is very important, as we know that oxygen gas in the air is used for breathing or respiration by all living beings. Then there is a nitrogen which is useful for plants for their growth. Then carbon dioxide is used for photosynthesis to make the food by green plants. So in this manner there are various uses of these gases or air. So without air no living being can survive. So that is the use. So after this video I will give you some questions, so you should write the answer, and if there is any doubt you should send me on WhatsApp, so I will answer you. Okay.